Chapter 10.2. Estoy visitando la ciudad de San Juan, en Puerto Rico, y me voy a reunir con mi amiga Teresa en el restaurante El Criollo a las 6 de la tarde. Hace un día muy bueno, hace sol y no está muy caliente, y quiero ir caminando desde el hotel al restaurante. I am visiting the city of San Juan in Puerto Rico, and I'm going to meet my friend Teresa in the restaurant El Criollo at 6 p.m. It's a very good day. It's a wonderful day. It is sunny. It is not too hot. And I want to walk from the hotel to the restaurant. Al salir del hotel, pregunto a una mujer cómo ir al restaurante y ella me dice, when I leave the hotel, le pregunto, I ask a woman how to get to the restaurant, and she tells me, go straight to the plaza. Go straight to the plaza. Siga recto hasta la plaza. Then turn left. Después, gira a la izquierda. After 2 streets, turn right. Después de 2 calles, gire a la derecha. El Criollo is in front of the police station. El restaurante El Criollo está enfrente de la estación de policía. Okay? I say, yo digo, I say, thank you, and I start walking. Gracias, y comienzo a caminar. Cuando llego al restaurante, Teresa sugiere ir a la playa que está muy cerca para ver el atardecer. Cuando llego al restaurante, when I arrive to the restaurant, Teresa suggests to go to the beach, que está muy cerca, that is very nearby, para ver el atardecer, to see the sunset. We walk straight 2 blocks, and then we turn left. Nosotros caminamos recto, seguimos recto, 2 blocks, 2 calles, and then we turn left. Y después nosotros giramos a la izquierda. We walk 3 more blocks, and then we arrive to the beach. Nosotros caminamos 3 calles más y llegamos a la playa. Es una playa muy bonita y al atardecer en esa isla espectacular. It's a beautiful beach, and the sunset in that island is spectacular. It's wonderful. Okay? Now, let's finish this chapter with a review of everything, things that we have seen during the semester so far. So, remember the pronouns in Spanish. Remember that, how do you say I? Yo. How do you say she? Ella. How do you say we, masculine? Nosotros. How do you say they, feminine? Ellas. How do you say, for example, I am an student? Yo soy estudiante. How do you say I am in New York? Yo estoy in Nueva York. Remember, the verb estar usually is used for location, when you indicate, something temporary, something like a characteristic. Okay, when you say, I am sick today, in this case it's a temporary situation because it doesn't happen every day, it happened today. So, and ser is more for permanent things. Okay, so if I say, for example, I am a New Yorker, for example, well, that would be yo soy. Okay? But if you say, I am in Puerto Rico today, this location would be yo estoy en Puerto Rico. Okay? So remember, yo soy, tú eres, él es, nosotros somos, vosotros sois, ellos son. Estar, yo estoy, tú estás, él está, nosotros estamos, vosotros estáis, ellos están. Now, how do you say, what time is it? ¿Qué hora es? How do you say it is 1:30? Es la 1:30. How do you say 2:30? Son las 2:30. How do you say 1:55? Son las 2:05. Okay? How do you say 100 in Spanish? 100. How do you say 50? 50. How do you say 25? 25. How do you say 13? 13. How do you say 10? 10. How do you say 11? 11. How do you say 8? 8. How do you say today is January 1st, 2023? Hoy es el 1 de enero de 2023. How do you say there is a book on the table? There is a book on the table. There is a book on the table. Hay un libro en la mesa. How do you say there are books on the table? Hay libros en la mesa. How do you say I speak Spanish? Yo hablo español. How do you say she eats bread? Ella come pan. How do you say she lives in New York? Ella vive en Nueva York. How do you say she doesn't live in New York? Ella no vive en Nueva York. How do you ask? How do you say, is she living in New York? ¿Vive ella en Nueva York? How do you say, I have a book? Yo tengo un libro. How do you say, I have a red car? Yo tengo un carro rojo. How do you say, I have to work? I have to work. I have to work. Tengo que trabajar. I have to rest. Tengo que descansar. How do you say, I don't have to eat? Yo no tengo que comer. How do you say the blue car? El carro azul. How do you say the big table? La mesa grande. How do you say the beautiful computer? La computadora bonita. How do you say this table? Esta mesa. How do you say that table far away from here? Very far away. Aquella mesa. How do you say that table inside the classroom but not close to us? Esa mesa. How do you say I want? Yo quiero. How do you say I don't want it? Yo no lo quiero. How do you say do I want it? Lo quiero. How do you say I ask? I ask for a glass of wine. Yo pido un vaso de vino. How do you say I don't ask for a glass of wine? Yo no pido un vaso de vino. How do you say I ask for water? Yo pido agua. I don't ask for water. Yo no pido agua. How do you say I know Peter? I know Peter. Yo conozco a Pedro. How do you say, I know Miami? Yo conozco Miami. Remember, if it's a person, you say a. If it's not a person like Miami, you don't have to say a. So, yo conozco Miami. How do you say, I know how to speak French? Yo sé hablar francés. How do you say, how do you say, I know how to drive? Yo sé conducir. How do you say, I wash myself? Yo me lavo. How do you say, I comb myself? Yo me peino. How do you say, I wash my son's face? In this case, it's not reflexive. Yo lavo la cara de mi hijo. How do you say, I wake up? I wake up. Yo me despierto. How do you say, I wake up John? In this case, it's not reflexive because I'm doing the action. He's receiving the action, so it has to be yo despierto a John. Okay. Now, how do you say? I buy the book? Yo compro el libro. How do you say, I buy it? I buy it. Yo lo compro. How do you say, she buys the bread? Eh? Ella compra pan. How do you say, she buys it? Ella lo compra. How do you say, she doesn't buy bread? Ella no compra pan. How do you say, she doesn't buy the bread? Ella no lo compra. How do you say, I like? Me gusta. How do you say, we like? Nos gusta. How do you say, they like? Les gusta. How do you say, we love fishing? Nos encanta pescar.